Have you ever wondered how a small nation on the edge of Europe launched the Age of Discovery? It all started with an audacious military campaign in the early 15th century when the Kingdom of Portugal seized the city of Ceuta. This marked the start of Portugal's expansion overseas and the beginning of its empire. In the year 1415, under the leadership of King John I and his sons, Portugal embarked on a mission to capture the North African city of Ceuta. Located on the northern tip of Morocco, Ceuta was a bustling port city, a hub for the gold and spice trade from Asia and Africa. The Portuguese saw Ceuta as a gateway to control these lucrative trade routes. King John I and his sons, known as the Illustrious Generation, were ambitious. They envisioned a Portugal that was a significant player on the world stage. The eldest son, Prince Henry the Navigator, was particularly interested in exploration and discovery. He saw the conquest of Ceuta as a stepping stone to explore the uncharted waters beyond Europe. On the 21st of August 1415, the Portuguese army arrived at the gates of Ceuta. The city was guarded by a formidable fortress, but the Portuguese came prepared. Using innovative tactics and superior weaponry, they managed to breach the city's defenses. The conquest was swift and decisive, and by the end of the day, the city of Ceuta was under Portuguese control. The capture of Ceuta was a turning point for Portugal. It gave the small kingdom a foothold in Africa, and more importantly, control over the trade routes in the Mediterranean and the Atlantic. The conquest sparked a wave of exploration, driven by the ambition of Prince Henry the Navigator. This period, known as the Age of Discovery, saw Portuguese explorers venture into the uncharted waters of the Atlantic, discovering new lands and establishing trade routes. The Portuguese Empire expanded rapidly after the conquest of Ceuta. It spread to Asia, Africa, and South America, becoming one of the largest and most powerful empires in the world. The empire's influence can still be seen today in the culture, language, and history of many countries around the world. To summarize, the Portuguese conquest of Ceuta in 1415 marked the start of Portugal's expansion overseas and the beginning of its empire. Led by King John I and his sons, the Portuguese captured the strategic city of Ceuta, giving them control over the lucrative trade routes and sparking a wave of exploration and discovery. This period, known as the Age of Discovery, saw Portugal become one of the world's major powers, leaving a lasting legacy that can still be seen today. So, the next time you marvel at the scope of the world's interconnectedness, remember that it all started with a daring conquest by a small kingdom on the edge of Europe. The Portuguese conquest of Ceuta, a pivotal moment that changed the course of history.